Good morning. Today I am going to give you what is FCL. Last class we discussed up to loop statements. Loop statements. While, do until, for, like that. Today we are going to discuss about FCL. Function class library in event driven programming. I'm going to share you the chapters. Event driven programming needs to know FCL. Now they given opening problem. Find the sum of integers from 1 to 10, from 20 to 30, and from 35 to 45 respectively. We have to find the sum of integers from 1 to 10, 20 to 30, 35 to 45 respectively. What is the solution? Generally we can write using the looping statements. This is the solution. I declared I and sum as integer, sum equal to 0, initialization. Then using looping statements, that is for, I used for here, I is count 1 to 10. So I am going to add the numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So up to 10, I am going to add numbers. So this is the first part. So I am going to give the output. Sum for 1 to 10 is what is the output. Next part, I am going to add 21 to 30 using this for. Then I am going to print the sum of numbers from 21 to 30. Then next part 31 to 40. So what is the problem? I want sum of numbers 1 to 10, 20 to 30 and 35 to 45. So this is the general solution. So when we can write for the above problem. Now what is the problem in this solution? Here you can see the solution, first part, second part, third part. If you see, only the numbers are changing. Numbers are changing. Everything is same. The process is same. Process 1, process 2, process 3. We are going to add numbers. So 1 to 10, 21 to 30 and 31 to 40 like this. So this is the repetition code. In software development, line of code, that means you are going to include any one line of code, it will cost you. Every line you have the cost. So this is the repetition code. So if you include these statements, then the cost is increase. The cost will increase. So to avoid this, we are going for some of the concepts. Programmer defined procedures. So here what is given? FCL, framework class library, cannot provide every conceivable feature that a programmer could want. Earlier programs had only one procedure that called FCL methods. Here there will be three type of procedure available: sub procedures, function procedures, event procedures. A procedure is invoked by a procedure call. What is division of code into procedures? Several motivations to divide code into procedures. Why? Divide and conquer approach makes program development more manageable. That is, the best way to develop and maintain a large program is to construct it from small manageable pieces is called divide and conquer. And also it gives software reusability, avoids the repetition of code in a program. So the procedures can be divided into some division of codes. That is the concept called divide and conquer. Here you can see this is part 1, part 2, part 3. Procedure, this is also procedure, this is also procedure. Process, process, process. All are same function. So this is the repetition code. So avoid the repetition of code in a program. How we can do this? So that we can go for any one of the concept, sub procedures, function procedures like that. So I am going to give you the simple solution using sub procedure. Sub procedure. What is sub procedure? It's have the format of procedure definition. Say sub, it will give sub space procedure name with parameter list and end sub. In between, we can do any declarations and statements. So the first line is called procedure header, then procedure name, and then procedure body. Now I am going to show you the same problem. This solution can be done by like this. So one of the solution to avoid repeated codes. How? So here they start. I have given module 1 and I declared sub and main function. Here all this statement is going to execute. Then another sub procedure. So I moved this repetition code to a simple code here. So only one time. I am going to call the sub procedure called add. Add is the sub procedure I am going to write here by passing the parameters 1 to 10, 21 to 30, 31 to 40. Here I am going to give sub add by means of reference. I forward this numbers to minimum and maximum. Number 1 is minimum, number 10 is maximum. So here I paused and using the repetition procedure, repetition procedure, that is repetition statement, that is for using that I am going to add the numbers and I am going to print this numbers. So here you can see only one time this procedure is available. There is only we are passing parameters, this numbers. So here there will be only one procedure. We are passing the numbers here and we are doing the sum. Okay. Now I am going to give you the same thing in the Visual Basic. So here I am going to start file, new project. Here I am going to select console application and I am going to give you the name or give the project name. You can say Sadish sub. So I am going to create Sadish sub procedure. So here the module will be created and there will be a main. So the same solution what we are given here. So I am going to copy paste because the same is given in this chapter. So I am going to copy paste. this is repeated end sub. See, here I am going to add. Here you can see here dim I1, I2 as integer. This I1, I2, that is I am going to share I1 and I2. Why I given? Because if suppose I am going to give I1 and I2 as user going to give numbers in runtime, then we can give the integer 1 and integer 2. But here there is no need of that. So I am going to give add 1 to 10, add 21 to 30, add 31 to 40. So when I call this add 1 to 10, automatically it comes here. 1 is minimum, 10 is maximum. Then it repeat here. We are going to add from 1 to 10 using step 1. That means we are incrementing the count by 1. Then we are adding. Then we can get the sum of numbers. Now I am going to run this program. So we can get, see the output. Here I can get first 1 to 10 is 55. So I am going to show you this. See. So 1 to 10 is 55. 21 to 30, 255, 31 to 40, 355. So this is the output. So the repeated statements can be combined as a one sub procedure. So using that we can avoid the repeated statements. So we can reduce the lines of coding. So this is one of the solution which used for to avoid the lines of coding. So this is one of the solution. So we can use sub procedure, we can use function or anything. So to avoid the repeated codes. So today we discussed about what is the opening problem given, how we can go for a simple solution. In that simple solution, we have the repeated codes. So to avoid the repeated codes, we can go for the one of the concept sub procedures. In sub procedures, we combined that repeated codes in a single process, and then we are calling the sub procedures every time. So this is one of the solution to avoid the repeated codes. And next, what is function procedures? Function procedures. So there will be what we discussed. We have the sub procedure, then we have function procedures. What is function procedures? Same like sub procedure. Function, procedure name, parameter list as return type. So what is the difference between sub procedure and function procedure? Sub procedure, there is no return statement, but function procedures return a value to the caller. So this is the difference between sub procedures and the function procedures. So next class we can discuss about this function procedures.